Today we are filming things out of order and we are making a tea party. As what I'm going to be doing right now is going to become, well, very obvious. I need to take a chicken and, you know, hopefully not let too many chickens out at the same time, but it seems like I am. Yeah. That should be fine. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I just need this one. Actually, you know what? Let's just take another one just to be safe. Welcome back to another episode of AutoCraft Season 6. And this is a task for the chicken game over there. And this would make much more sense if we jump in to the very first team meeting that we had just earlier today with, well, the rest of the team. So that is King, Marsh, and Belle. So without further ado, let's roll those clips. So what I'm doing right here will make, well, 10 times more sense.
Alrighty guys, welcome in Temperate Team. Before we begin this meeting, I have a present for each and every one of you. I've been slaying many a chicken for these, but I have got them. And now, we are one.
So I will mention, I think we have 2 still. Cold has 3, Warm has 4. We're kind of on the struggle here we're last, so we need to make some moves.
There is some good news to this that we could discuss in the meeting, though. We have some tokens.
Very
Welcome
nice.
to the super secret temperate chicken room.
Should we be doing this entire meeting in chicken speak?
Cluck, cluck, peck, peck.
So we have a few tasks, this meeting being one of them. We have a team photo. Take it.
I'm so sorry. Did not mean to do that. I'll stand over here.
Chicken on chicken violence. How could you?
Task 7. Perform the 100-block water bucket clutch. King of Candles you've tried, and Belle you've tried, so it's up to the 2 of us.
We got this. Should we just go do that right now? Should we go do it right now?
We can do it right now.
Let's do it right now. Let's do it. Let's do it. Just give me like 5 minutes to get up to the top. I'll be back.
Yep. Fair enough.
Hi guys. I'm gonna try to see if I can land on like the pale oak down there.
Right.
Like it's gonna be easier than the glass because I'll be able to know when it's coming. All right, just gonna adjust my inventory, even though it's probably all gonna go splat on the ground anyway. All right, here we go.
Oh, and he's going, and he's spawning.
Oh,
hey. Let's go!
All right, the honor is yours.
All right, submit.
Step 1 accomplished.
All right.
Chicken battle task 11. Hide a chicken of your team's type in your starter base. Name it Hidden Chicken. Message Firefly once done. Firefly has 3 minutes to find your chicken. Reward 0 to 3 tokens. For every minute that Firefly does not find your chicken, you earn 1 token. Maximum of 3 minutes, which is 3 tokens.
Okay, so
Rules.
whose base works best for that? I mean, so mine's just a house. And I got fields. I do have the fields out front. I have an idea. I have my farmland. We should test it with ender pearls, but I think you could throw ender pearls through farmland. Like on like the side. Like if I have like farmland like on this block here and say there was nothing underneath that stone brick, I should be able to throw an ender pearl like in between the farmland and the stone brick. What if we could hide the chicken down there?
And it's not redstone.
It's not redstone. He
It's
just needs an ender
accessible.
pearl.
Don't have to break it. We could do that.
Sneaky. I love it.
Oh, I skipped 9. Take a group photo. Submit the photo to Fireflyer when you submit this book. The team with the best photo gets a bonus token.
Okay, so should we go look at how many tokens we have right now and just see
Yes.
what we should maybe buy since we're all together?
Yep.
Okay,
All right.
so... Oh, we have 1 token. All right, so yeah, do we only have... Oh, no, we have... Where did these other 6 tokens come from?
They were in the receive tokens box.
Uh,
I just put them in there.
Okay, we can at least get 1 chicken if we do 2 seeds, and we'll have 1 left over where, you know, we could do an egg. But if I complete this task and I get all the bonuses, which I should be able to, then we can just get another chicken. We'll have enough at that point. Do we want to just go get a chicken now?
That'd be right.
There we go. We're on the board. We're on the board.
We're not last.
Second place again!
Technically, we're still last. Now we're just joint last.
All right, what else do you want to do?
Probably the
Picture.
team photo.
We have to do the
team
picture.
photo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Group photo.
Yep.
Cheese.
All right, I have one more final agenda point for all of us. So we are Team Temperate, and I thought we need a team slogan. Every team has a team slogan, right? So I came up with a slogan for us. We can change it if we would like, but my slogan is, the Temperate Team have to reign supreme. The Temperate Team have to reign supreme.
All right, I like it.
All right. Yep.
Yeah. So now we can chant that when we finish our tasks.
I don't know if I'll be
Nice.
chanting it every task because I probably won't remember it. We are now a 3 chicken.
Woo!
Hands in the middle.
Woo! Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh, ow, ow, ow.
And break. So yeah, I hope that made sense on why we are carrying some chickens from there over to our starter area. And I think I'm just going to shove these 2 and just keep them in this boat for now. And now what I described in the meeting is that because I have all this farmland and we have this little tiny crevice, I was going to mine this away so I would be able to then throw an ender pearl through here. But I've done some testing in creative and it turns out that is not possible whatsoever. So that, unfortunately, is not going to be an option. However, I have come up with an alternate way that we will be able to do this, which is still using ender pearls, but in a slightly different way. And that way is going to be if I grab some stone here and I put this into a stair, we can then go to a spot like right over here and then just put the stone in like that. So it's a little bit more hidden there. And if you're standing like over here, might be something you gloss over where the chicken will be back there, or we'll probably put it in a different spot. But that is the type of look that I want to go for. So now I just need to figure out, where do I want to put this? Is it even going to be made of stone? Am I going to try to put it in the tuff? Like, what is my plan here? Because after all, Fire is online right now, so he's actually waiting for me to get done with this so he can try to find the chicken. So whatever I do, I have to make it so he can at least be looking around for like 3 minutes. Actually, you know what? One thing that could be cool is we hide it back there. It would be one of the things where there would be like a staircase there that we can ender pearl into maybe. That's just an idea. Maybe we'll come back to that. Now, one thing I actually have to remember is that Fire does have an elytra. So if he does this, he's just able to get down here like this. So that one would be much easier for him to spot if we did put a staircase back there. So maybe it's the type of thing where we could even do like something like this, where when you're walking this way, you don't notice that that's not an actual stone block unless you're standing over here. Definitely something we could do, but maybe we just need to find a better spot for it. You know what? Right here might work perfect. So we put this here, and then what we can do is we can just get rid of these 2 blocks. So then he won't think there's just anything going on right here. But right here, we can just kind of ender pearl in. I think this will work. Should be enough that I don't think he is going to try and look in this area. Hopefully we will just be able to buy a little bit more time with it. One thing that I do have to remember to do before we have Fire try anything out is that I actually need to return this task so that I'm able to pick up the chicken one, which here it is right here. Hide a chicken of your team's type in your starter base. Here it is right here. So basically Fire's going to have 3 minutes to find the chicken, and we will get a maximum of 3 tokens. And the main rules are chicken must be accessible without breaking blocks or interacting with redstone, which applies to us because we're using ender pearls. And there's also the rule of no invis. And then once we hide the chicken, we can claim another task. All right, everything seems pretty self-explanatory. Now we just need to dig out the area, and then also we need to give the chicken a name. And this is already set up here. So what I'm doing is I'm having like a line of stone be kind of right here, just so it kind of blends in. Hopefully Fire doesn't notice that this is new. But basically when you ender pearl through here, you'll kind of either be standing here or here and you'll fall down to this block. Either way, it will work. And then basically he has to come down here and just kind of follow this pathway. The main reason why I built this is just because this could buy us just a little bit more time if needed, where the chicken is going to be right up in here. And of course, we need to name this, and according to the book, we need to name it Hidden Chicken. So there he is. This is now the hidden chicken inside of my starter area. And now this dirt right here, if I actually go into free cam, you can see it's right underneath this patch of wheat. So hopefully he will come over to this area and hear the chicken, and we can use that to our advantage of him thinking it's got to be somewhere over here, right? Hopefully he will never go over here to see that staircase. Now let's just hope everything goes well. I'm going to let Fire know that we're ready, and let's just see what happens. Well.
Hello.
Ready to look for a chicken? So where should you, I feel like you probably start down here so then you could...
Fair, because this is your whole starter base area.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you give me a countdown, I'll go.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so I'm gonna start Actually, I should kind of look through here a little bit.
All right, all right, all right. If
Just
that's okay,
because
I'm gonna follow you
otherwise-
around.
Otherwise, I'm gonna have to come back here and I'll just lose time. I should be checking the water.
Interesting, interesting. Okay, all right.
Found the chicken.
Wow, you went there.
I don't know why I'm looking here. I feel like there's not a lot of room.
Hey, take all the time you need. See, I knew it. I knew it. I was gonna put something there, but I'm like, Fire has an elytra. He's gonna do that. I literally said that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm wasting my time. You want me to waste this time? Let's see. Doing some F5 action.
Out of curiosity, what's that timer at?
Oh, it's at 2.5.
Ooh, all right, all right.
Because if it was in here, it would be very difficult to find. Okay, that's time. That's time.
That's time. All right. That's awesome. Okay. So I assume now I show you where it is.
Yeah, you could show me where
Okay.
it is.
That if we
Oh, so
sneak
I should have kept on looking at the wheat.
right here, and I'll give you one of those.
Is it like a maze down here?
No, it may just be a long tunnel, just in
Just
case,
a long
just in case you
time.
found this, just so I could be able to buy time.
You
But
see, I needed to make the rules
There he
more
is.
strict because I was not thinking of ender pearls. I was not thinking of.
yeah, because you said redstone
gotta think
gadgets,
out of the
and you
box.
said no breaking blocks. That says nothing about ender pearls.
Well, here's your hidden chicken.
Yeah, there it is.
Are you gonna keep your chicken
Oh
hidden
yeah,
here?
he's staying here. He ain't moving.
You
Yeah.
see, you got a benefit of making this entire wheat field. It took you a long time,
did.
but you got 3 tokens for it.
Thank you very much, Fire, for the tokens. I think the team will be very happy.
Thank you for letting me look for your hidden chicken, even though I wasn't
Anytime.
that good at it.
Anytime. Bye-bye. And here we go. We now have the hidden chicken in here, which means it's plus 3 tokens. And now we've had some other things come in here as well, being the bucket clutch. We have the additional token for that now. And there was another challenge games that happened the other day, which King was able to bring in another 4 tokens, which means we are currently sitting at 9. So we could buy another chicken right now, but I just reached out to everybody in the team to see if that's what we want to do. So really, I'm just going to wait for the response on that. So we're just going to sit on those 9. But now we need to head over to our base. And that is for a specific reason, because in the last episode, we got our next task, which was to make a tea party. And this isn't just your normal ordinary tea party with your pigs and your sheep and your cows and your chickens and all the friendly mobs. This one is, well, dangerous. If we go ahead and take a look at this task again, the base reward is 1 token, but we need to have 1 mob from each category, where we are going to go for the harder version of each of these categories. So in this case, we have the creeper, which gives us an additional token. We have the blaze, which gives us an additional 2 tokens, but I think that was actually up to 3 tokens. I'm not exactly sure. And then finally, category 3, it's the Vex with +1. After doing a bunch of testing, the Vex actually isn't really an option because Vexes will automatically die after a couple minutes of them being spawned no matter what. So instead, that has been replaced with an Evoker, so Vexes still might show up at the tea party uninvited. But in order for us to do this task, I want to put this in a building inside the base so it makes sense. So that means we are going to be building our very first soundstage. It is going to go roughly in this general vicinity over here. We're going to extend this road going down, maybe having it come down this way and then that way, so we can start coming up with a layout of this studio. And I have been very busy over the past couple days getting the design ready for this build. As well, it has been an insane material grind as all of these boxes have stuff for this build. And like I said, everything here, there's a bunch of stuff. Also, let me point out this guy over here. I have built up a tree farm because, well, I needed to get like a full shulker box here of stripped birch logs, and I needed a lot of trap doors here. Yeah, here we go, an entire shulker box of spruce trap doors. So getting an actual farm set up over here where we can just come up here, flick this lever to turn it on, which then will start a TNT duper up there, turn this guy on, which will start feeding us some bone meal, and then all we have to do is just stand here and plant the trees. And I swear, every single time that I build up a tree farm, they get easier and easier. The first time I ever built one up, there was a bunch of slime and honey, and it was just like super complicated. And then the second time I built it back in season 4, it was pretty easy. And then this one was just even easier. I will link this farm design down in the description box down below. But for right now, let's get all of these boxes picked up, and I honestly don't even know if this will all even fit into my inventory because of how many are here. Oh, we were so close. There's literally 2 boxes on the ground. That's fine, we'll just shove them in here. But without further ado, let's get going on what is most likely my biggest build ever in AutoCraft history. This build is now complete with an entire interior as well, and it is looking very, very nice. Coming into the first kind of garage type door over here, this is going to be where you're going to be getting like your makeup done. So you'll come over, you'll sit in these chairs, you got all the products on the tables, and this is the mirror, you know, it definitely looks like a mirror. But this is where you sit. This is where you can get all your stuff done. Turning around and coming towards this direction, we have a set of 6 tables over here. Now, these tables are going to be for like the food tables. However, I haven't set these up yet because I think I want to use armor stands for this and set up more than just like pieces of food on item frames. And then right back here is just kind of the break room where we have just a bit of like a table and chairs. We have a whole kitchenette, and then we have some bathrooms over here as well. If we keep following down the line, this leads us to the other main walking doorway in, where you can see most of the storage. This is going to be for storing some of the stuff on set that they are like going to need there and then. We will probably have a bigger storage room, but honestly, that also might just become our main storage room, would be like the full storage. I don't know yet. Still trying to figure out all the details and the layouts here. But if we come down this way, we have our very first set. And this is the Tea Party set. The idea that I had for this one is that it's more of a cave-like, where that would be where our hostile mobs are going to be in these chairs having a tea party. And shows tend to have like green screen backgrounds, so I thought it'd be cool if I just kind of snuck a little green screen back here. You never know, they might put something back there. This is where we have our lights and the director's chair, and then we can have people operating the 3 cameras over here as well. If we move down towards this direction, again, we have some more storage on carts, but we have our second set, which is just a full green screen set, where you can walk in here and we will be full on green screen and you can just key out whatever's behind. In which for this one, they really only need 1 camera that's kind of in the center. In the back, I put in this staircase, and if we go up, we can get up into the rafters up on top. Normally, these are pretty dark, and there's honestly not much up here besides some rigs and how we can kind of get to the lighting fixtures and stuff like that. But I do like how dark it is up here because I don't really want this to be like the main focal point of being inside here. Because when you're down here, you can barely see up there. It's dark, so your eyes are more focused on down here. Which, by the way, you might be wondering how we have so much light in here from these, lights. They're totally lights. They're made of trapdoors. I felt like the iron trapdoors looked really nice for just a nice, simple light. They're nice and thin. I think it looks pretty good. Now, in order to get these to actually be emitting light, we're using the light block. Now, that is something that we have on the AutoCraft server that we can craft. And if I open up my inventory here, I can just type in light. And as you see, we have craftable light blocks. So basically what it is it's just kind of invisible light. But I think it works really good for a build like this, where we need to have lights that are going to be like shining brighter. The current lights that are in the game really won't do that. They'll go at max, like the 14 or 15 blocks that they'll go out. If we make these bigger lights, we can make it act as if they are shining brighter. In which I did the same thing in this area too. If I actually had any of the lights on me, I could show you how many we had, because if you hold them, it will show you in the area where all the lights are. But basically what I did is on every one of these light fixtures, you can kind of see where I placed them. I did every single corner, and I believe I went down 8 blocks in each corner with the lights. And then I went a little bit more on the sets because those need to be a little bit brighter. And then in this back corner, we just have two bigger garage doors, one of them being closed, and then this guy over here being open, and we can come right back out here. And now there is one major thing that we are missing with this build, and that is something that would normally go about right here on almost any soundstage that you see. And that is those big letterings that say like stage 1, stage 2, stage 11, stage 17. And I went through a couple different designs trying to just make this out of whether that's signs, whether that's just normal blocks, slabs, stairs, all that kind of stuff, and nothing was really working. Well, luckily we used the custom resource pack on the server, so I was actually able to make some models for this. What we have here is a model for stage, a model for 0, and then a model for 1. So what we'll be able to do is we'll be able to put these on item frames and stick them up onto the side of the build. Because with the item frames, all I have to do with the armor poser mod is I can just give this arms, put this in the arm, and then I can just swap main hand to head and then just rotate the head down 90 degrees. And then we can just, you know, make this a bit bigger. And just like that, that's already looking pretty good. And now we just basically hide the armor stand and just shove it into the wall. And here we go, stage 1. And stage 1. This is going to be the very first among hopefully many stages here in our studio lot. But now that we can call the building fully done, we need to finish the interior. And now to finish the interior, that is to make our tea party. Now let's read this task one more time. So we need one mob from each of the categories. So category 1, zombie, skeleton, creeper. Category 2, we have pigment and blaze. Now, blaze will be pretty hard. Can you even get a blaze in a minecart? I am hoping that you can. Either way, I know this one's actually worth 3 tokens now instead of 2, so we're definitely going to be going for that because we want to get the most amount of tokens that we can. And finally, we have the Pillager, Vindicator, and Vex, which Vex is being swapped out for the Evoker, so we'll be able to do that one. The easiest way for us to do this one, actually, is going to be to start a raid at our Villager Trading Hall, just because it's so close. And to get Bad Omen, well, there's a outpost right here. Which, speaking of, I'm getting very nervous that these guys are going to get too close to our build. I've already had some that spawned here, but I don't think it was from this. I think the ones that spawned here were from and just a normal like spawning where they spawn like 6 at once. I have a feeling that that is what that was from. That arrow just went through him. But I think out of everything on this list, I want to try to get the blaze first because I think that one's going to be the hardest because that's going to be the one that we need to get from a different dimension. And all right, I just came into a creative testing world just to see, and we can in fact get a blaze in a minecart. So let's go into the nether. Let's see. Hopefully we have another fortress near our base that we'll be able to use here. Okay, I have found another fortress that actually isn't too far. It's just kind of through this big mound of netherrack. So I dug a tunnel and I have made an entire line of rails that comes over here. Now we just need one blaze to spawn so we can trap him in a minecart. I have made some name tags so that way he won't despawn. And then, you know, hopefully we'll be fine. I made some minecart with furnaces and we have some charcoal. So hopefully, cross your fingers, everything's going to go great here. But I also really haven't seen any mobs besides like the nether biome mobs. This should hopefully be fine. Got one. We have a blaze and a minecart. Now we just need to connect that with this and also just not to die in the process from all this fire. All right, so there he goes. He's starting to go. So now all I should have to do is just do this, and then that should be enough to give him enough power to get all the way over there. So I'm actually going to fly in front of him. I forgot to name him. Oh, wait, okay, we have to do, like, a drive-by as he's coming down. I need to get him name tagged. Because if not, as soon as he goes through the nether portal, he'll be gone. Here he comes. He's making his way. It's just the minecart that's making him take a little bit extra time. And go. All right, he's name tagged. All right, we're good, we're good. Just going to go through the tunnel to get through the other side. Here he comes. All right, he's not going to make it up right away, so I'm just going to shove myself up on top for a minute, wait for the minecarts to catch up, and he should just come up and go straight through the portal into the studio lot. Okay, here he comes, and he's in. Okay, give me this. There he is. Okay, all right. Let's deactivate the portal. Okay, and then I just want to, for now, just block him in just so he can't attack anything. Got some more rails. Let's lay down a track. Okay, this should work. The railway comes in, goes up, and he'll land right in that chair right there. It honestly might be easiest if we just go in there and just force him onto the track. So let's just do this. You know what? That wasn't that bad. We're only down to like less than half health, but you know what? That could have been worse. And I'm just going to do the same thing of just getting a minecart with furnace going, because that will push him the rest of the way. Don't you dare try to hit me with fire. You set my tree on fire. No, you set another tree on fire. No. Just realizing I don't think he has enough. Nope, he's going to come back down until... Hey, stop setting my set on fire, you. I will hide behind this camera until the minecart comes out. Where is that thing? Oh, there it is. There we go. He is in there. And there we go. The top has been put on. So the first blaze has been captured. And now it is time to do the other two. Okay, I am ready for round 2. I have extended these glass boxes so they go to this side of the table and this side of the table. And next up on the list is going to be the creeper. So I've been letting it get to nighttime. I turned on the no sleep, so I am ready to try and get a creeper over here. Oh, this is perfect. I was just flying back because I needed to rename the name tag, and there's a creeper right there. I just need you, or you. You work too. No, not you. And not you either. Okay, all right. This should be fine. This should hopefully be fine. I just got to get the minecart and then push it. That didn't work. Why didn't that work? No, 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 no. Ooh. Okay, I have him trapped. He is trapped in a ring of rails here. Just gonna try to push this, see if it goes. Oh, we got him. Okay, so this is where we have to be the most careful because, well, we could easily lose him here. Do the minecart, and he's in. Okay, all right, all right, all right, all right. Okay, I think that's it. I think we got the creeper. There we go. The first 2 in here. We've got the blaze and we got the creeper. So now we just have 1 left, and that is the evoker. The easiest way to get the evoker is to kill one of these guys, like I mentioned earlier, to get the bad omen potion. Hopefully we just get a bad omen 1. We got a bad omen 4. Let's go. I'm going to see if we have any other ones in this, because I really don't want to do a level 4 raid just to get 1 evoker. And I don't think we have any others, unfortunately. No, we do have 1 other. It's just a bad omen 5. All right, well, I guess we're going to be doing a level 4 raid. Okay, that should be good. I should just be able to drink this potion and it should start. I have raid omen. I don't get it. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so it just had, you had to go through the entire potion before it starts the raid. Let me just grab my chest plates just in case. Okay, and we need an evoker, which means it might take us a minute here to actually get one to spawn. So let's give it a minute. Let's go through these first waves of the raid, which hopefully won't take us too long. Which here's the last guy right there. All right, on to wave 2. And wave 2 does not have an evoker. There they are. Okay, we have an evoker. There's one right there. How do we get him in a minecart? I feel like I have to kill the rest of them and leave it so it's just him. So, you know, let's just even see if we can do that in the first place. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay, we got him in the minecart. We got him in the minecart. We just need a name tag. That's all we need. Just a name tag is all we need. We have some vexes. Those will eventually despawn. All right, got the name tags. Let's just go. You are now named and you just spawned in way more. Okay, it is all connected up. This rail line will take it in exactly to the spot in the soundstage. Now we just need to give this guy a little bit of a push. And he's off. He's going. I just have to dodge like everything here. We have a bunch of like vexes and stuff, but he's off. He's going. Probably took him going extremely far. Like I went all the way around the mountain instead of going over it, just because for some reason I felt like that was probably going to be just that little bit faster. There he goes. He's going in. And there he is. Preferably, I don't want vexes spawning in here. All right, do the piston and then the lever. And then there we go. All 3 mobs have been moved into the set. This looks like the start of a really weird joke. Now I just need to clean this up. The tracks have been all cleaned up, so we are all set. And well, all I need to do is just put some final touches just kind of on the table here with this little, 5x10 that we have here. So I'll do that off camera. So you guys will see the finished product because we have to get Fire over here so, you know, he can approve on this. Knock, 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 knock,
Hello, hello.
knock, 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 knock. Hi, my tea party's done.
You made a tea party? Are you inviting me?
I mean, if you want to come, there's not a chair for me or you.
Oh, it's bring your own chair?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's bring your own chair. Could you grab one for me too, by chance? It is quite a journey.
Into the nether?
Yeah, we gotta go through the nether. It's quite a journey. All right, if you just follow me down here, we got a new building set up over here.
Oh, wow. Oh, that looks awesome.
Thank you, thank you. Welcome to the very first stage in Crink Studios. Ignore the tenants underneath. We're trying to figure out why they're there. Just ignore that. If you hear any monsters down there, They're just noisy.
I was gonna say I heard something. I was just gonna ignore it, but
And then finally, the last thing is the tea party set.
oh wow.
See, I went for a cave here because they're hostile mobs. They're not just gonna get together in just like outside or in a house or something like that. They're gonna want to
makes
be in a
sense.
darker
I see the
space. So
vision.
we went for a cave here, and then right over here is where like we have like the huge teapot. So this is currently turning into boiling water, so we can turn into tea. And then we got the
See, at
three
first-
lovely guys over here.
At first, I was like, ooh, the cave. And then as you explained it, it clicked. It's perfect. Because there were a bunch of different options you could have done, and some of them would have made sense for different settings. Actually, I
Exactly.
think they were all hostile mobs. But still.
I
this
think
is
so,
great.
but I like this and it looks cool. So yeah, all three guys are in here. You don't see this glass. This is imaginary glass. It's not
What
there.
glass?
Exactly.
I wonder what they talk about at these tea parties.
Well, they're talking. You can hear them talking. We speak a different language, so we don't understand what they're saying. Right. So does this work? Does this meet your expectations for a tea party?
This definitely meets my expectations.
Yes. Awesome. Awesome. Totally did not spend like the last 4 days, and not actually 4 days, but like the past 2 weeks, like designing this build and everything just to make it work. But I'm glad it meets your expectations. Alrighty. Task 1. Let me just make sure. I think I did everything good here, so I will just hand this over to you.
Let's check this one off. I know there's a lot of bonus tokens, so definitely made a tea party. It's in your base. There's 3 mobs, so that's a base reward, 1 token. Category 1, you did the creeper for an extra 1. You did the blaze for an extra, I think we bumped that up to +3, right?
Yes.
And then the Vex we changed out for the guy with the waving hands.
The Evoker.
What's it called? We changed the Vex for the Evoker, and that's +1 still, right? So that's 1, 1, 2, 3, 1.
Yes.
And because you incorporated it into your base so well, you get an extra 1.
Let's go. Let's go. The team's going to be
Because
so
you
happy.
totally could have just put it in your starter base. You have space. You could have put it at a table and just squeezed it in there, but you made it into this whole thing, and it's really cool. So you deserve the reward.
Let's go. Thank you very much, Fire.
I think, how many did you get from that total? 6?
7.
7. That's huge.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
That's a full chicken, basically.
Yes, it
That's 2
is.
seeds.
Yes, it is. I had so much fun, and I really appreciate that task. It was actually, it was so cool. Good job. I have been sitting on that task for so long. I am so glad that it is finally over. Now, let's look in and just take a look at our book again. And it seems that our meeting was submitted up to Fire, and we got 1 base token and 3 additional bonus tokens as well. That is awesome. So that means our total for team storage is up to 20 tokens. We are doing really good, and after talking with the team, we are at least going to buy 1 more chicken. So that's only 6 tokens. So let's go do that real quick. All right, 3 tokens for 1 seed. We are just going to do this. Now we just need 2 chickens to come over here. I'll do the cool thing. Yeah, there you go. Yep, right there. Okay, cool. All right, I just need you to come over here again, and let's breed these guys up 1 more time. So now we are up to 4 chickens, which I think puts us in joint first. Yep, we are in joint first with the warm team now. We are getting very close to being in first place. Now, technically, right now, we could buy straight another chicken. However, that's a baby, and I'd have to sit here in like 5 minutes, and I don't feel like doing that right now. However, now that my task is done, we can claim a new one. So let's see here. Looks like we have the choice of 5 different ones. So that's 6, 8, 9, 12, and 13. I'm going to go lucky number 13. Let's see, what do we got here? Create a parkour course inside a hole. The parkour should start at the bottom. The goal is to get out of the hole. Minimum size of 20 by 20 by 20. Reward is 3 tokens with some bonuses. Rules are no shortcuts. Jumps should be obvious, no tricks. After the task is fully completed, you can make edits to your cards. Blah, 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 blah. Bonus opportunities: you compete with Fireflyer on your course to earn an additional token. You can compete for 2 tokens, but you risk 1 token. Okay, so it looks like we can either compete and get 1 token just for competing with him, and then we have the other option of winning and getting 2, but we're risking losing 1. You can set up a live race or time trial with a set end date. However, there's one more thing we can do now, and that has to do with that building right over there. If we grab a secret task coupon, these are basically like solo tasks. All of these tasks that we get from the chest, these are mainly going to be like team tasks. You can work with your team on them, or you can choose them to be solo. It's up to you. However, these secret tasks are to be kept to yourself. And I believe we redeem them inside of this building here. Here we go. Secret task instructions. I'm going to read through this real quick and come back. Okay, so what it seems like is that we can choose whether or not we want to share this task with our team, but we can't tell anybody else. We just put this in the chest and then we just click the button. And there we go. We have secret 1. However, if you really thought that I was going to be reading this on camera, you'd be wrong. And we are going to be taking a look at this book in the next episode. And with that, I think that is about all the time that we have left for this episode. I want to thank you all for sticking with me for the wait on this one because I had such a creative block with this build. And well, I am super glad to finally have it done. I had a lot of fun getting this tea party in here set up, and I can't wait to get going on our next tasks and to continue working on this base here. In the next episode, I hope to get a building right here, but who knows? Maybe I'll have another creative block again and it'll be like another month. I don't know. I hope not. But anyways, I hope you all have a good day or night or whatever it is right now. And I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.